Hi guys, welcome, or should I say welcome back to another video where I share everything book with y'all. And today I am sharing the books that I would have read for 2024. For 2024, I set a goal to read one book a month, so therefore it would have been 12 books that I had to read for 2024. However, I did not meet that goal. I was 3 books short of meeting that goal. I only read 9 books for the month. There was 3 months where I didn't read. I believe that was in the month of June, August, and September. I read absolutely no books. I had a funk for 2 months, and then June, I think I didn't have a book that interests me, and that is why I basically didn't read anything. But of course, let me go ahead here and share with y'all the 9 books that I read for 2024. So the first book I read would have been Sister Friend Forever by Kim Beller, Lawson Robbie. One of the things this year I had a theme for the books that I read. They were all, about sisterhood in a way, Black women, which normally I read books from Black authors, Caribbean authors, African authors. That's basically the books that I read because their stories more relate with me, and therefore that's what I navigate to. But I realized like I really did a lot of sisterhood, friendship sort of books, and I'm absolutely loving that for myself. So this book, Sister Friend Forever, talks about 4 friends who were childhood friends and now they're in adulthood and going through, different situations in life, divorce, engagement, marriage, singlehood, and they were just speaking about all the challenges these 4 friends would have went through together. And I love this book, definitely. One of my favorite books for 2024, sorry, would have been Miss Pearly Girls by Rishonda Tate Billingsley. And this one speaks about 4 sisters who basically they had some family secrets. Their mother was sick. They all moved to different states, and now their mother is sick. They had to move back, just to see her, etc. And the family secrets are being revealed. And so I absolutely love this book. It took me like 4 days or 5 days to read this book. And anytime a book I can read it that quickly, it's juicy because I wanted to know what was the secret. The next book that I read would have been Take a Hint, Danny Brown. This is a romance book. This is of a series of 3 sisters. I read the first book, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and now this is the second book, Take a Hint, Danny Brown. It's the second sister, and so this was a really good book, I have to say. Then I moved into Black Girl Must Die Exhausted by Jane Allen. This book is a trilogy. I read the entire thing in 2024. So this was the 4th book that I read. And this book talks about Tabitha Walker and how she had everything planned out until she went by the doctor and everything was not as she planned. And so this is what this book is all about. And it navigates her life through friendship, relationship, family, work. So it navigates everything that a Black girl would be exhausted about. And then we had Somebody's Daughter, a memoir by Ashley C. Ford. This book was a memoir where Ashley was just talking about her childhood and like her father being in jail all her life and, navigating living with her mother and so forth. So this was a nicely written memoir and I really enjoyed it. Then, of course, as I said, I read Black Girl Must Be Magic by Jane Allen. That's still continuing with Tabitha's story. And since I read the first book and the second book, I definitely had to read the third book to know how the trilogy ended. And so the last book would have been Black Girl Must Have It All. And I finished reading this particular one as my 7th book. And then, of course, I read A Woman Is No Man by Itaf Rum. This book is so nice. It's so heavy also. It had things about like domestic abuse, like just being a woman from like the book is from Palestine. So it's really heavy in a way, especially when you have books with domestic abuse, like it's heavy for me. And so I really love this book and I read it very quickly. And then the last book I read in the month of December, which for December, I love to read a romantic book, very chill, very calm. This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This book also is a trilogy which follows 3 friends. The first one would have been Before I Let You Go. This Could Be Us is the second book, and then the third book comes out in 2025. So definitely, I will be reading the last book in 2025. But of course, these are the books that I read for 2024. So, guys, of course, it's always peace and love here, and see y'all in the next one.